You know what? Quilting projects multiply faster than rabbits. I'm convinced. And let me tell you, my rabbits have completely taken over my project bins. They're just sitting there, multiplying away, staring at me like, so, when are you going to deal with us? Well, spoiler alert, it won't be this month. Hey friends, welcome back to my sewing room. My name is Becca, and today is my September recap video. It's the end of September, which means it's time to sit down, chat, and go through everything I worked on this month, what I started, what I finished, and what I kept plugging away at. Plus, I want to give you a peek at what's coming up in October. Let's start with the big one, the Americana Quilt Seeds Patterns by Lori Holt. I pieced all 4 blocks in this series, and y'all, these blocks are huge, like mini quilt huge. So instead of combining them into one quilt, I've decided they're going to each shine on their own. I've even quilted block 1 already, so one mini quilt is officially on its way to being finished. Then there's my Tula Bloomers quilt. This is an EPP project, and I only finished 1 star this month. I'm making that entire thing out of Tula Pink fabrics, which is both exciting, but also a little bit dangerous for my fabric stash. I'm hoping to make some more progress on that project while I'm in Huntsville for work this week. But one thing I have learned about EPP, I only ever want 2 EPP projects going at once. So I've got the Tula Bloomers, and I've got the one I'm collaborating with you on called It Takes a Village. If you don't know what this is, it is a hexie quilt that I am putting together with 1-inch hexies that you have basted for me. This project has become its own little world, and I can't even remember which hexies I pieced this month versus last month. So what you're seeing on screen here is all of the hexies I have fully sewn together so far. Maybe going forward, I'll try to do a better job of keeping track of which ones belong to which month. I also want to let you know I can't even begin to describe the number of hexies that have shown up in my mailbox. I expected a nice pile, and instead, it's kind of like a tidal wave. I'm sorting, piecing, and honestly just being a little selective so I don't drown in hexies. But don't worry, every single one of them will find a home. And the fun part? Some of them are sneaking off into a package for my mom. She's picking up some hexies too and piecing together a scrappy quilt right alongside me. Which means when this is all said and done, there will actually be 2 community quilts. One pieced by me, by hand, and one pieced by my mom, by hand. How sweet is that? I have had a couple of satisfying finishes too. I quilted my Porch Rails quilt, which I started piecing on a live stream. Finally got that one wrapped up. Well, minus the binding. And then my 16 patch quilt. I did this with a jelly roll. I pieced it, quilted it, and yep, that one also still needs binding. That one was such a happy, scrappy Christmas project, and it was inspired by Kate over at the Last Homely House. And I shared a project sheet, almost like a pattern with you, so that you can make one too. I'll drop links for both of those videos and that project sheet in the description box down below in case you want to check them out. Somewhere in there, I got completely lost in the world of hexies and didn't make much progress on anything else. I mean, it's a problem, but it's the best kind of problem. I was so overwhelmed in the best way by all of the participation that I started sharing some of those hexies with my mom, as I mentioned before. She's now making her own quilt 1 hexie at a time, and it just makes my heart so full. Honestly, it's like she's getting a giant community hug, stitched together, piece by piece. In other news, October is shaping up to be busy, busy, busy. My project at work launches mid-October, so I am really looking forward to things slowing down a little bit as we head into the holidays. We're in the final stretches, we can do it! And Zoe's got some news too. While she's struggling a little bit in algebra, she is absolutely killing it in all of her other classes. We are halfway through the first marking period, and her grades are the best I have ever seen. And can you believe she's turning 15 in October? I can't. She's really coming out of her shell and blossoming into a wonderful and hilarious young adult. Now, let's peek ahead at October because it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be continuing to drop 2 videos each week. On Tuesdays, you'll get a pre-recorded, edited video, something that's a little bit shorter and more digestible, like a vlog, a tutorial, or a Notion review. And then on Fridays, we'll continue to hang out together from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern, just like we always do on the live stream. Block 10 of the 2025 Quilt Along will also drop, and if you've been keeping up with that or you're right on track, or if you're behind, there's no stress. You're going to want to watch out for that video, and if you've fallen behind or you haven't started yet, keep in mind that those blocks are beginner friendly, they're easy sews, and they should be pretty quick for you to do. The videos and patterns will be there whenever you're ready. So that's September in a nutshell. A little chaos, a little progress, and yes, way too many rabbits still multiplying in those project bins. One of these days I'll get them under control, or at least I'll pretend I did. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this month's recap. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so that you can be notified when I go live or upload a video. And by the way, let me know in the comments down below, what's multiplying in your sewing room? I'd love to know that it's not just me. I'll see you in October, hopefully with fewer rabbits, but let's be real, probably not. Catch you in the next video. Bye!